thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Raptors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And the Hornets, they've fulfilled expectations and then some. Riding high down the back nine now, looking invincible.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Bryant is out there with Walker. Then there's Christie. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for the Hornets, MP out there with Ball. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Ford in at center. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Brown. Hooked away. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs have certainly called it close.
Halliburton against MP. Here's Brown. Miller cracks the miss. I think at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Heat. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. Really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Ryan finds Halliburton. Ball against Christie. Back to Halliburton. And the layup is good.
Such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Ball against Christie. Ball no good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. Coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's got to pick your poison with him. If guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Following the score by Indiana. Ball with the bucket.
3 or 4 from before the start. That's always a good sign.
The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Christie. Back to Halliburton. Over MP. Tried to bank it in, but he missed it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Ball. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Brown. 9 points, last game out. Pass to Christie. Here's Walker. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 5 points so far.
He is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's MP. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 44 points a game.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release at deep range, too.
And it's Halliburton missing. Hornets lead by 4. Porter dishes the ball. In the corner. corner, it's MP. Outside, Porter takes a three. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Walker. Here's Brown. No scoring in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's 4. The rebound by Bryant.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. I'll tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work. Now, that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handle.
Throws it from outside. He's got 12.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Ford. And the jump to finish it off. Beauty.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Christie. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Not that one. 10 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Did not take him long to get into the flow of this game, knocking down 5 of his first 7 shots.
Pass to Miller.
Boy, nice read by Porter Jr. that time, scanning the floor and getting his teammates involved.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Bryant. Now Halliburton. Covered by MP. From outside the arc. And it's Halliburton missing. Hornets leading by 7. Here's MP. And a great assist by Miller. That one goes in. Miller's got his 3rd assist on the night. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from him so far in this game. Bryant with it. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Walker for 3. And it's MD with the rebound. And so MD will bring it up for sure. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. He does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
Now Miller. MP outside. Outside, Ball. Hits it from 3-point range. Ball's got 8.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
The shot's good from Christie.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is 4. Ball, the pass to Miller. Here's the screen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 passes have been exactly of that variety.
The screen intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Hornets lead by 11. MP inside. He's covered by Halliburton. MP, no good. Halliburton outside. Walker surveying the floor. A 3. Hornets with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
The mental toughness on the road, the arena was rocking
they showed last game.
And here's Halliburton following LaMelo Ball's three. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. And stolen by MP. And he drops in the way up on the glass. He's got 8. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats from the Hornets.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Wilkins comes in for Brandon Miller. And Daniels subbed in for Ball. And here's Herter. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hendricks to stop the run. Porter pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. Dropped in 36 points and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved to match that performance tonight.
Well, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now here's Herter. Down low, 6 to shoot. And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And he makes the first. And so Walker nails both of them. So it's the Hornets now. 15-point game. They went to Indiana for the last meeting, but the Pacers came out with a win.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Outside Porter. Charlotte moving the ball around. A 3 from MP. The Hornets rebound. Fires the 3. That shot misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Council. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
What strength from MP. Shrugging banging off the physical defense like it was nothing.
Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. Free throw good, MP. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Halliburton against MP. Now, here's Halliburton. Defense is right there. Charity swipe shot. And off the front, and in it goes.
What a pass by Halliburton. He's so comfortable running the screen and roll. Excellent.
Pass to MP, and here is Ford. And here's Daniels. He's defended by Herter. MP outside. Pocket 6. They get it back. Back to Porter. Now, here is Ford. Here's MP. On the arc. The best to good off the assist from Ford. MP's got 14 points for the game.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and insert his presence.
MP getting it done for the Hornets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Kevin Herter. He's out there with Halliburton, and it's Hoffman at the center position.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
And so here's Indiana. After Charlotte getting the fruit, Herter with a screen on MP. Halliburton for three. Hornets with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they're the stronger team. Plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
Here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's MP. Good. Nice assist from Ford. He's got 18.
Just the kind of aggressive mindset you want from MP.
Herter kicks to Halliburton to end the run. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The league is attempting hard to minimize floppers. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul. You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. Now, here is Halliburton. 26 points for him last game against Miami.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Here's Ball. And it's Council with the rebound. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Hendricks. Porter with the steal. Left side, Ball. Got it from 16 feet. Ball's got 13.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice smooth shot that time.
Halliburton for three. Gets hauled in by Michael Porter.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that offense.
Now here's Porter. He had 16 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Ball, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Hurd. Still yet to score. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Nice pass it in by Charlotte. Ball no good.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Herder finds Halliburton. Goes up to the stripe. And it's MV with the rebound. MV's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's in. MV's got 22.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And the foul called on MV. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another defense.
Irons checked in for the Pacers. Christie comes in for Kevin Herter. Now, here is Halliburton. 15 points in the game. Here's Christie. Shoots over ball. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Ball dishes to Ford. It's Miller in the corner. Oh, yes, he did. 5 down for him so far.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And here's Porter. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Back to MD. Pass the ball. And here is MD. That falls. Nice feed that time for Ball. 25 points in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Offline with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and taken control on the glass.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys the ball. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And David, we thank you for that report. The Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Christie. There's a screen. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Miller outside. Here's the 3. No good on that one. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 from 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got 29 in the lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Trent's checked in, and Wilkins subbed in for Porter. The Pacers also with the sub. Hendricks is stuck in and finished off by Walker.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here is Miller. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Here's Brown. Pass to Walker. Indiana moving it around. Here's Brown. Covered by MP. Here's Christie. That one doesn't go. Good D by Mitchell. Here's MP. Takes it off the glass. MP's got 31.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Christie the pass to Walker. Here's Brown. Covered by MP. Pass to Walker. Here's Hendricks. Here's Brown. Over MP. Wilkins grabs the miss. Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be true. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Now here's Bryant. Nothing on the board. Here's Christie. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet at the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the middle. Here's Miller. And Miller hit the jam.
Also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Tries from 7. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Christie against Mitchell. Here's Hendricks. 6 the triple. Hendricks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find successful guys. They got to get a hand with it.
And that was good looking.
When we come at us, we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Brown. He has 5. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
We're not even at halftime, and already he's got 4 fouls. Definitely going to have to limit his minutes the rest of the way.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Hornets. Brown, the pass to Christie. They set the pick. Pass to Hendricks. No good from outside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Charlotte. In the corner, Wilkins with it. Hendricks pulls it in. And Indiana shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Christie can't make it.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And here's MP for 3. The Pacers shooting 43% from the field. Here's Christie. His last outing, he had 8 points. He was all alone on that one. Brown's got 8.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Mitchell kicks to Trent. Pass to Daniel. MP outside. There's the triple. It's good from long range. NP's got 36.
Starting to heat up from out
Mitchell. Brown and Indiana, another three.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to MP. There's the three. Christie with the rebound. Now here's Walker. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And with as many three-pointers as they drink, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us. Neither team at full strength tonight as we review the injury stats. For all of those injured, obviously, we wish them an expeditious recovery. Right, fellas?
Ernie, there are no shape for expeditions.
Well, I don't know what either one of you have just said, but no adventures there. They got to stay in that training room now and get healthy.
Plan ho! And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill decline for the Pacers.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint. But when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the big check in for the Hornets. And now the first time I saw here for the Hornets. Porter is out there with Miller. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's MP. And it's Ford in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Ball with a wide open look. And good. That's the Eagles anytime as it falls. He's got 15.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Outside, Walker. Halliburton up top, covered by MP. And it's blocked.
Good job by MP, forcing the action.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots on the strike in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you gotta like that progress.
He doesn't get the second one.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Pass to Walker. Here's Brown. Halliburton outside. Bryant a screen on Ball. No coverage, that's Reese. Halliburton's got 21.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
And a wide open look for MP. Good, and nice assist from Ford. Ford's got 3 assists in the game. MP against Halliburton. And Bryant slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Corner, no luck. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You see it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50-40-90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Give MP credit, showing some
Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7. Free throw good, MP. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Christie the pass to Halliburton. Beyond the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Miller surveying the floor. Here's the screen. Here's Ford. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Oh, there he is, feasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys inflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Delano Bangs checked in for Miller.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Ball finds MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. MP's got 47 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Halliburton passes to Brown. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Ball from long range. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Pass to Christie. And here's Walker. And Bryant kicks to Halliburton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Halliburton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Ball dishes to MP. Back to Ball. Ford to screen on Christie. There's Ball with the 3. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Chalk up 2 there. Halliburton's got 29.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Back to Ball. Lots at 5. Again, Ball missing. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Pass to Halliburton. Charlotte making some changes. Wilkins is checked in for Michael Porter. And Starks is subbed in for Ball. The Pacers also in the sub. Hendricks is checked in. Charlotte moving it around. Here's MP. Starks outside. A 3 from MP. And another one falls.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe B. Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
And here is Wilkins. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Ford passes to MP. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And it's the Hornets another 3.
12 straight points off the three-pointers, and the D ships him.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You gotta almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's Halliburton. Following the 3-pointer by MP. 3-pointer. That's rebounded by Charlotte. Ford's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And he gets the bucket. MP's got 55.
He's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to Halliburton. A step back shot here. And it's MV with the rebound. MV's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MV's got 57 points.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss the shot.
And the foul called on MV. That will be foul number 5 on him. Charlotte making a switch. Trent's checked in. Walker the pass to Herter. Here's Christie. Pass to Hendricks. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And close to making the defense pay for the last coverage. That's it.
Outside for Starks. Picks up a 3. Gets rebounded by Indiana. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Herter finds Walker. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Trent outside. Starks up top. And the layup's good off the gloves.
Their game on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Indiana's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Pass to Christie. It's hauled in by Trent. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Kept alive. And Indiana shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's Christie. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. And they'll get another chance. Here's Walker with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got 12 points in the game.
Drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Trent, a screen on Christie. Benton traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, throughout this game, they shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game, they bring the most